Jamie.
Yes.
Get Meta a beer.
Okay, I walk over to the fridge in the room and I get you a cool Budweiser.
Yeah, but for real.
What?
Like, for real. For real, though. Threshold, a very special episode of Threshold in which Rasper finds religion. We'll see. We're gonna play some 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons for you. Let's go around and meet players.
Oh, why was starting with me?
Alright. Start with me.
Yeah, that's what I bank on. Hi, my name is Pamela, and I am playing Christine Nostromo, a human fighter, and we are currently in Sherryton at the Moonberry Festival.
Yes, we are. Hi, my name is Brian. I play Jamie Something, a 5th level warlock, 1st level rogue. And he's really excited for this episode because he likes some wine.
Hi, I'm Josh. I play Rasper Hawkborne, fighty, punchy, drunk guy. This might be the religion of fighting and punching and getting drunk.
Hi, I'm Casey. I play Clarion Johns. I am a 6th level bard, and I have an Abraham Lincoln beard deliberately.
I think I had an Amish beard.
I think of it as the Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, okay.
Did you say Amish too?
No, I was doing that. I said it, but as a dig to Josh.
Yeah, you did.
Something's amiss around here.
Yeah, you did.
Yay, inside jokes in the intro. Hey, I'm Kevin. I'm going to play Vel, Elf Wizard, who is king of the Moonberry Festival, which is still going on.
Yes, because last time you guys left in the middle of the Moonberry Festival when there was still so much to do. You went to the forest to save an elven woman who was being held captive by a fae who was trying to create her own little elven village, her own little elven tiny town. You were able to overcome her mind control powers, and then you all gathered up the things. Some new loot was discovered, and
Christine has a shield. She has to feed blood now, which is exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we know what kind of blood? It could be any kind of blood?
It says humanoid.
Humanoid blood.
Which I guess you just learn things like that now, and you attune to items. You just kind of know after you spend some time with it. You
I imagine it's like.
I guess it's implied that you spend time figuring that out while you're attuning to it, I guess.
Rabbit blood?
Yeah.
No.
Christine is in the afternoon just throwing small animals into this thing's mouth and just
Shield's like, feed me, Christine.
I'm naming it Seymour.
Seymour the Shield.
Oh, no.
No, it's Audrey.
Audrey too.
There's an inside joke for the intro.
Yeah.
So let's get right to it. You arrive back in Sherryton over the bridge, and I think maybe we already said it in the last episode, but the elf and the human are very, very thankful that you were. I think we
hit that last bit there.
Great.
I sort of insulted her, but I didn't really mean to.
You kind of do that a lot.
It's not. Yeah, well, that's kind of Vel. And also, it's not racism. We're all elves. It's cultural.
So,
it's cultural discrimination.
Classism?
It's cultural discrimination, not racism.
It's like Catholics and Protestants.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
So, Sherryton, where to?
I think. Is it what?
Yeah,
I believe.
What
I believe.
time is it? Late afternoon?
It's late afternoon.
Okay.
Perfect time for drinking. I believe. I won't leave you hanging.
Well, you did. So
No. You held it, and
whatever. We're going drinking to the Vinodrome.
Okay, so let's talk about the Vinodrome. You guys know, because you've traveled extensively through this country, Vino is the goddess of wine and frivolity and a Dionysus figure to the people of Threshold. There's pretty much in any community there's probably going to be a temple. Sometimes the temples are in inns, which is usually just a room. They make wine. That's like their cleric's chief job is to make wine. Question:
Is it a elven-based deity or is it kind of
human?
a human-based?
It's Aaron. It's
okay.
Aaron-based. There is, I think, Pleto, I think, is the name of the counterpart on Syraxis, but it is a human-based deity.
Okay.
A sister of Vino is a sister of Theo, so she's also the goddess of the south. There's a goddess of the south, goddess of the west, goddess of the north.
Well, doesn't get much more south than Sherryton.
No, it doesn't. Which is why the Vinodrome is the actually southernmost part of the city.
Oh, awesome!
One of like the most south-based buildings. You guys are going there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
At least Rasper and Jamie are going.
All right. Who else is going?
Let's all go.
I want pie.
Good, because that literally is the first thing on my list. Pie tasting.
Boom!
I'm a good player. Do I get a treat?
Yes, you get pie.
Hooray!
The ultimate treat.
So as you remember, there is the pie tasting ceremony. As you guys are walking towards the Vinodrome, you see people come out of the street and go, "There you are, Your Highness."
Thank you.
Here I am. What?
No. Damn it. They go, "It's time. We've been waiting for you. It's been 2 days. We were starting to get worried. No, it's been a day.
Yeah, had things. There's stuff.
Come, everyone. Let's go to the pie tasting."
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
So they take you. This is sort of like the last part of the last part of the festival. There's the Moonberry pie tasting, which I don't know if you've seen The Grinch lately.
Okay, this is exactly what was running through my head, and that's why I was sort of afraid of it.
Wait, the Jim Carrey one?
Yes, the Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they're all just shoving pudding in his face. And he's like,
that makes
this
me
is
sick
not
every
pudding.
time.
What
I
is
see
it? Yeah.
So it's like that, but they have a big banquet table that's set up for you guys. There's a dance ring. This is like the party. There's lots of little glowing magical lights that are strung to look like, Christmas lights. I want that look, but they don't have electricity, so it's magic. Strung about the square. As the evening starts to set in, and you notice that there is a big banquet table with places for all of you to be seated at it, but there is an extra chair next to Vel's seat, and it looks like it is the chair for the Queen of the Moonberry Festival.
Uh-huh. Okay. Empty, huh?
For now.
Yes, for now.
Okay. Well, I guess let's get started. This is exactly where Vel wants to be, so bring on the pie.
So you sit down, and then next to you sits a woman an elf you recognize. Give me no, you recognize her. You all recognize her. You spent 2 hours staring at her. It is Santhanius and Gennarius Kytheratrix the 13th.
Right, she played Zythenia.
Yes.
Oh.
She
Oh.
stars as Zythenia in the opera.
Right.
I was hoping it was a red-haired lady, but no.
No, that'd be weird.
No.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be stalker status.
That would be terrifying. That would be fly across the continent.
Yeah!
to
Get
be
an
a-
entire town to elect her, or to force them at threat of dragonfire.
Yeah. That would be super. Yeah. All right.
No. It is the young elf from the opera, and you see that several people are escorting her. She has her guests on her side of the table.
Now she's in the queen's
Yes.
seat? Okay. Cool.
Yes.
What does she go by? What's her shortened name?
Let's say Anju.
Andrew.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, the chicken lady in Zelda. What? I'm getting all the weird references today.
Yes, Anju. I'll put that in the parentheses as is.
Yeah.
And she sits down next to you. She has like some other actors as her guests on her side of the table, and you guys have little place cards that say your name.
Oh.
I take my name card, I tear it up, and I throw it to the side.
What is wrong with you?
No, I don't want them to know my name. I don't want them to. My name. My last name's something.
Well, as she sits down, Vel goes, "Oh, you were so good yesterday."
Oh, well, thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't join you in the box before as Queen of the Moonberry Festival, but obviously I had.
Yeah, you were busy. I get it.
Yes. Well, it's a great honor to be seated next to the savior of the human people, and thank you because of elven people. What am I thinking? Of the elven people, and because of you, I might be able to play this role for forever. So I have a very special.
Yeah, is that exciting to you?
Yes, it's very exciting. It's a very prestigious role.
Yes,
It's
I
very
agree. And you
very well paid, and I get to stay here and be the pride of the Sherry people. So.
Oh, you played it beautifully.
Thank
I'm
you.
Happy to have helped play a part in getting that beauty to live on forever. Yes.
Clarion Youngzy is waiting there, and she looks kind of cross with you. And she says, "So you just are gonna take off for days at a time?
Well, a day.
A day, a whole day?"
I believe the last time we met, you kissed me to my sleep and then left for a couple months.
she thinks on it. And she says, "Well, it was only a few weeks."
Rasper,
But I suppose you're right.
Rasper nudges him and goes, and winks.
Rasper Hawkborne, ultimate wingman.
I think we can call it even. You enlightened me to a dance.
She says, "All right. When the dancing starts, you can be sure I'll be there."
He double winks.
That's a blink.
Blake!
Um,
What is Rasper doing?
So she sits down next to Clarion, and then the moonberry pie starts to come out. There's all different shades of moonberry pie, and they. I don't really know how to roleplay taste.
Yeah.
I have no mechanic for judging the moonberry pie. If I was smart,
Vel picks the best one.
give me a wisdom check to see if you truly pick the best one.
That was not wise. 9?
You after a good hour of eating tiny slivers of moonberry pie.
That one. Okay, that one again. Okay, that one more time.
You after you eat many of them, they all start to blend together by the end, and so you just pick one memorable one because it had green crust.
That is clever. Yeah.
Everyone applauds. The baker bows.
I didn't like the green crust one very much. Too much salt.
And then The dancing begins. There's a small band. It's like a string quintet, 5 string instruments. People dressed very nicely. These are very, very classy professional musicians, and they play some nice waltzes. And as they start to play the nice waltzes, a official stands up. You recognize by his tabards that he's some kind of a Griffin Rose official. So this is like official city business. And he says, "Now, if the king and queen would like to have the first dance."
Val takes a deep breath and
Get in there, buddy.
Gets up. I'm like, sorry, I'm more of a book reader than a dancer, but I'll do my best here.
Oh, I hope you roll so high on this charisma check. Oh my god, I want you to be so good at dancing.
Dancing's a dexterity check. No, it's a charisma check.
Yeah.
It's a performance.
Performance, probably.
Great.
Bards use dance as a performance.
Okay, so I'm rolling for, let's see. 8.
Oh.
Lovely.
Val does the elven equivalent of the robot.
And everyone loves this shit.
The procurer.
Yes.
The procurer. Everyone loves it. No one's she of course dances beautifully. No, she also rolls 8.
Great.
What?
She sees how terrible Vel is, and she lowers herself to his level to make him feel better.
Yeah. So you guys both have kind of a you can tell that, like, because she has a good charisma bonus.
Yeah.
That she's pretty good, but she's not on the top of her game. But it's lovely nonetheless.
Vel might not be good, but he's got a lot of enthusiasm.
Hey, that's all you need sometimes when on the dance floor.
Then, as the first song finishes, everyone is invited. Everyone's invited to dance.
Is Princess Anastasia there?
No, she's not.
Jamie gets up from the table and looks around for Princess Anastasia.
Young Zeke catches you looking, and she says, "I'm sorry, Jamie. She had to go talk to her father about all of that Easterton business that."
I don't know who you're talking about, sheepishly. And
Are you wearing your mask?
It's a mask blushes.
A single tear rolls out of the nose.
There are little magnets that you can put on and like.
magnetic eyebrows.
So she says, "I'm sorry, Jamie, but it's for the best. Hopefully she'll be able to put in a good word for you guys after all of that stuff went down. I'm sure actually she'll have no problem convincing her father. She's very good at convincing him."
Okay. Thank you. I sit back down and drink wine until I can't feel feelings anymore.
Whoa.
Taking it personally. Was there wine there?
What?
Was there wine going back?
There's some sherry wine and there's Elman absinthe.
Is there moonberry wine?
No.
Can it be made?
Can you ferment moonberries?
Moonberry doesn't ferment.
Oh. Makes sense, I guess.
No, what am I saying? Elven absinthe is fermented moonberry.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
What am I
All right.
Duh.
Yeah. So that's a good world building right there. Wish I thought of it.
Inspiration point?
We never use those. I'll talk to you guys after this, but I'm gonna give you some new mechanics next season.
Super.
Stuff like that.
Cool. Jamie, after drinking a carafe of wine.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's one of those.
Sounds like a lot.
Okay.
It's like four glasses of wine.
It's like a bottle of wine.
Sure.
Okay.
He's going to go over to one of the actor girls.
Great.
And ask for a dance.
Sure. Give me a charisma check.
Okay.
He waggles his magnetic eyebrows seductively.
With a cigar.
That is a 22.
Wow.
She says, "Why, yes, I'd love to dance with you."
Fantastic.
She's a human.
That's fine.
Okay. Great. I just thought I'd mention she's a human, and you guys dance, and she's a okay dancer. She's pretty good.
I mean, compared to, I have to carry the load.
Is Jamie a good dancer?
Yeah, Jamie's a good dancer.
Yes. Yeah, way back in
That's
season
right.
one.
We established this already. Yes. Jamie's a
Haddock.
great dancer, and everyone's really impressed.
Mhm.
When you finish your dance, someone comes up to you and says, "Sir, if I'm the director of this company, and you're a fantastic dancer. If it weren't for I'm not sure what your disfigurement is, but if it weren't for your horrible scarring, I would consider offering you a place in our production."
Horrible scarring. What are you talking about?
Your mask, sir.
What about my mask?
I'm sure it must hide some horrible disfigurement. Otherwise, you can't be wearing it as a fashion statement.
Sir.
He's kind of taken aback by this.
Everybody stops. Looks at Jamie.
Remember, I'm very good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also surprising.
Yeah.
I thought there was an established.
I would invite you to take that back, sir.
Have we described Jamie's face?
Yeah.
We did at the end of.
We did during last session.
Yeah.
Okay. I know we did the cliffhanger. I just wasn't
That's right,
sure
you
if
just-
we
No,
talked about it
He
outside or inside.
popped the mask off during last session.
Yeah, because
Back on really quickly.
the Fae lady was like,
Oh, right.
"You'd be so I would date you if it weren't for that mask," and then in a haste I took it off.
That's right.
Yeah.
it was my
So he says, "Oh, well, sir, why do you wear the mask?"
So that I don't have people knowing what I look like.
He's very confused by this. He says, "Well, very good, sir. Have a good evening."
I just realized how circular that logic is. Just
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he sits down at his table and he's thinking long and hard about that. The fireworks go on.
Ooh.
Ah.
Vel thinks about Ocellax for a second. Fireworks. They weren't really fireworks, but.
You have a little bit of PTSD as you are reminded of your duel with the bombs exploding all around you.
That's really dark.
Am I having a flashback?
A little bit.
Ah!
A little bit.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
little saddening. But
Yeah, it's sad. Yes.
Put my arm around Youngsy.
She. What?
I don't like Young Z.
I didn't give her any twisty bread.
You show her. I'm gonna put
King
my.
of the Moonberry Festival and Petty Revenge.
What's actor lady?
Oh, she's sitting politely, politely in her chair, but Isabel sitting back down.
Yeah, I think we've retired.
They're
but, like,
sitting. She's sitting
Maybe.
politely, maybe making some polite conversation.
chatting.
Yeah, she's pretty reserved
Homeland
in her
news. I want
best-
Homeland news.
best behavior. Yes. Are you asking her about Homeland News?
Yeah, I would actually really like to. If
Let's
she's.
see, what would she know?
Probably doesn't
What
get
would
out
she
much if she's
know?
been an actress forever.
I mean, I assume she's been here and probably hasn't heard too much.
Yeah, but there's elves
but
coming
there's
in
enough
and out.
circulation
Yeah,
between
so
here.
she would have.
Yeah.
She would probably know something. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not, like, how well known
Mm-hmm.
certain things are. She says there's been some. There's been a very interesting amount of. There's been some very interesting things going on south in the homeland. We've had a couple of elves half elves come from the Lost Colony up through Half-Breed Island. going up there. So that's certainly interesting. Additionally, there's been some rumors of some kind of a cult also in the south on the homeland that's been kidnapping people out of some of the more Terra Totem controlled jungles.
A cult. Okay.
Yeah, that was maybe about a year ago that they started disappearing, and it's been steadily increasing.
That's not good. Elves taking other elves? That doesn't sit well.
No, not at all. If it is elves that have taken them, but
Could be an
it's
outside influence.
happening on the homeland, so it probably means that they're elves. As far as that goes, the council is trying to get things back in shape now that there are certain projects that before were deemed too difficult to pass down from person to person, such as getting the Nexus Centrale back up and running.
Oh, yes.
There's actually one here in Sherryton that is firing up again.
Really? Wow, they're already extending beyond the perimeters of the homeland.
It was. This one was pretty well maintained because obviously we have need for a lot of back and forth.
Of course, it's fascinating.
So that's an exciting time too. It's certainly an exciting time to be an elf, especially here in Sherryton, which is a very good bridge between the homeland and Aeron.
Certainly. Wow.
Christine, what have you been up to?
She's been really quiet, actually. This whole time, kind of the dancing and the kind of everything is a little overwhelming because it brings up a lot of memories of dances and before the Night Tower fell and having to learn all that stuff. So she's just kind of uncomfortable and not really wanting to partake in dancing or stuff like that.
Okay. And Rasper?
He's drinking.
Really deep moment.
Drinking. We heard. Were we told about the Velodrome? Vinodrome?
We were on our way there when we got grabbed.
You passed it, yes.
Yeah.
And we boated past it.
Right. Okay. So Rasper, being short-sighted, he decided to start drinking before drinking.
I thought we were at the Vinodrome.
No.
It's like
the pie tasting.
it's kind of like stretching before a match.
You'll know when you're at the Vinodrome.
Yeah, that was it.
All right. He's drinking. All right.
Yeah. Didn't we do something fun like he had to make constitution checks or something like that?
That was a drinking contest.
Okay.
He's not. I should rephrase. He's not like downing wine. He's just sipping it and watching people and enjoying himself.
All right.
Fair enough. In that case, it's a beautiful ceremony. The fireworks are beautiful, and after that, starts to get pretty late. People are getting ready to go home.
Mm-hmm.
Start the what's the date? Is it a beginning of a new phase?
I don't
We happen
think
to land
so.
Please don't let it be a full moon. Please don't.
No, we had a full moon on our way down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
No.
decent way. Yeah. Not for another night or two.
Okay.
Only one night. One or two nights.
The full moon was 4 days ago.
Not the full moon.
Before the
new
phase.
phase.
Okay.
Moon phase, yeah.
I was like, that's a quick
So
turnaround.
yeah, people are getting ready to turn in, go to the after parties or the whatever they have at their own homes. The streets starting to shut down. Anton Griffin Rose, he goes home to the Rose. Did I call it past the Rose? I thought it was the something Rose.
Was it Gilded Rose?
Well, there's the pink rose, which is the
That was like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
tiny the
was the
pink
Elven Inn.
the pink rose is the
the Elven
Elven Inn.
Yeah.
I don't
think you named the castle. Actually.
Okay, I'll name it later.
Okay.
He goes back to his rose-shaped castle. Castle Rose. Castle Bloom? Is it Castle Bloom?
I think so.
We'll have to check.
Sounds great, though. He goes back to Castle Bloom. Andrew says, "Well, it was very nice to meet you, Vel, and I hope to see you again."
Me too. I guess I'll always know where to find you.
You sure will. I will be here.
Fantastic.
For a very long. I plan to be here for a very long time.
And I plan to come see your show again.
Please do.
Great.
She says goodbye.
Bye.
Vel gets all the ladies. How does it?
Vel doesn't wear a mask all the time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hanging on the mask.
It's hard to seduce people wearing a full face metal mask.
Leo did it in that movie.
It's true.
What movie?
The Man in the Iron Mask.
I
think
that
was
was
before.
Jeremy
I think
Irons.
before he was in the mask, he was seducing.
Anywho,
Regardless.
Did you guys want to go to the Vinodrome? No, after Andrew departs.
Sure.
Youngsy, what are you gonna?
Yeah, that's what Youngsy's gonna do.
Yeah. I thought you'd never ask. As he sets his glasses down and pushes the fire around, he's been bored.
Wow, Rasper was very patient, actually.
Youngsy says, yeah, why not? I'll go with you.
We would enjoy your company.
Have you been to the? You obviously.
We've been to the Vinodrome.
Clarion's been to the Vinodrome. Have the rest of you been to the Vinodrome?
I most certainly have not.
Have you ever been to any kind of a? Well, there's nothing quite like it. We'll go. We'll go. Do we want to go now? It's open all the time.
How late is it? Like.
It's like midnight.
Nothing good happens past midnight.
Sure, why not?
Yes.
Great. So she says, "Great. We'll take a gondola. We'll take several gondolas."
Great.
Ooh,
Dibs on the front seat.
Perfect.
no one objects.
Yeah.
So you guys get a gondola, and it costs. You get nice gondolas. It costs a couple of gold pieces. And
Wonderful.
Do I have to mark that?
I was just curious if I said a couple of gold pieces, if someone would mark it. I give you guys a lot of free food.
I know. All right, I'll mark it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You have so much treasure. I was just curious if anyone would react to me charging you for something.
Clearly not.
But
yeah, I've got our bankroll, so I will make a note.
So you toss a couple of goats, and you get on the.
We traded in our plutonium for real money.
No.
Wait, I do have that marked separately, and the moons, the moons and half moons that we found last time.
Yep.
I also have those marked down.
We have like 4 different kinds of currencies.
Yeah.
3 different kinds of currency. You guys have been traveling quite a bit.
True.
Well, when you find an ancient elven treasure trove within a block of...
You steal everything in it.
The gondola is
everything.
The gondola is beautiful. The sherry wine in fall is very great ride. As you go through the canals of the city and you go through the beautiful architecture and you make your way across the Elven Quarter. It actually is quite a ride, and you get a pretty nice long view of the city. It takes maybe an hour or so to weave through the whole, because you're on the Elven side, right? So you gotta go, all the way across the river, all the way down. The
gondolas don't travel very quickly.
No, they do not. But he sings, and he sings his own gondola version of "Oh Cherry Wine."
Of course he does.
Oh, cherry wine.
And then you get pretty close, and you give him the coins, and he says, "Have a great night," and then you arrive.
Is it 1 a.m. now?
Yes, it's 1 in the morning. You see the.
Oh man, Jamie and Rasper must be super tired.
I know.
Especially Jamie. You guys were suffering from levels of exhaustion, and we haven't slept since then.
Oh no!
we're like party, bro. It can never end.
And Jamie's had like 3 bottles of wine or something. So
Bottles? Holy crap!
Wow.
Oh my
like 2 or
God.
3.
Oh, you got ahead of me.
2 or 3. He was having a good time.
Bottles? Damn.
Like different bottles. Probably had, yeah, he just had a lot.
Like 12-ounce bottles.
Jamie's liver is screaming. Or will after the Vinodrome. So, the Vinodrome, you can see you're still a little bit of a ways off. It's the southernmost point in the city. It has a big dome, kind of looks like the Jefferson Memorial, but it's bigger. The Jefferson Memorial.
In Washington, D.C. The dome.
Oh, yeah.
The dome with the
What am I thinking of?
columns.
Yeah.
But the columns are it looks kind of like that. It's stationed out. It kind of juts out. It's the southernmost point in the city. You can see a statue to Vino at the top. She's doing her traditional pose. And you can hear the sounds of loud merriment from maybe the 200 yards away that you are. It's loud. The building itself is pretty big too.
So, Youngzy, what exactly happens in the Vinodrome?
It's hard to describe, Christine. Clarion, do you want to help me out here? It's kind of just a lawless place. Not lawless is the wrong word for it, but Vino is she's a goddess of merriment and having a good time, and she's never been really one for a lot of rules or regulations. So it'll probably be pretty packed tonight. It's all party all the time.
Well, is it fighting? Is it singing?
So there's all of the above. It sort of depends on which kind of crowd is there. This will be, because of the Moonberry Festival, a pretty celebratory crowd. I imagine there'll be a lot of elves there tonight. Even more than usual, considering Vino's a human deity. So there'll be probably a lot of drinking, maybe some singing. There might be some bathers as well, considering how late at night it is.
Sorry, some what?
Bathers.
Like in wine or water?
Either. They have fountains of both.
Oh, God.
You're telling me that there's a fountain of wine in there?
Yes.
And you can fight anyone?
Yes, so long as it doesn't disrupt anyone's good time.
Yeah, he thinks as we're stepping off the boat. Is that?
Yeah, you guys are like stepping off the
Okay,
boat.
we're getting off the boat. Well, Jamie, I guess there's no time to spare then.
Shut up!
Rasper's a little too quick for Jamie when he swings.
Screw you! You make a strength check.
All right.
No, you're rolling an attack against him. You're punching him.
Yeah, punch him. So Jamie, make an attack.
Do you attack me?
Oh, no.
You know what? You swing and I go like this. You go. And you stumble and I grab you and twirl you back around. No, we're saving that for when we get in.
You guys walk to the entrance of the Vinodrome, and again it gets loud as you walk in. You can see that it's pretty much a big room. There are huge casks of wine that are on the back. You can also see like towards the back, and there's some machinery because this place also is making wine at an industrial scale. Because it's again like every cleric, all the clerics of Vino they're all women. And they are all expert winemakers. That's like their one job, is to make sure that there's wine, and that when people come to the temples, they have a party.
So are there like big, like ceremonial, ornate, like wine stomping things?
Mm-hmm.
Grape.
There's grape stomping. The room is mostly dominated by there's 2 fountains. That start at the entrance that you came in on land, and they end at the ocean. They just pour out into the ocean. There's a fountain of water and a fountain of wine.
Oh, that can't be good for the fish.
There's a saying that the sherry wine at the shore is the sweetest because of all of the alcohol content of the water.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
Fish.
Yeah, seriously, or they've adapted.
I think they're just really drunk fish.
Wine's natural. The fountains move, and there's several pools. You can see that, like, amidst the people, some people like drunkenly having nice conversations. Other people are fighting. There's some people that look like they're just like literally there to use the water as like a bath portion because it does double as that too. It's a hospitality thing. So there's people that are literally just like washing clothes or cleaning themselves, while other people are like right by them, like drinking and fighting and other things.
Other things.
Yeah, I figured there would be some other things. Yeah.
I'm going to assume that this fountain is somehow magically purified.
Or people just
That's
have
an
lower
assumption.
standards.
Okay. Gross.
You see also by the front there's a big collection of cups. And Young Z like looks over and she just like grabs one of the cups and she kind of scowls and grabs another one.
Are they
Are they
red?
red plastic kind of cups?
Are they red?
No.
Are they red pottery with white painted rim?
No, they're like wooden goblets. There's all different kinds. There's like it is all pretty cheap stuff. Like
Well, there's a gorillion of them, so they've got a...
yeah, there's just a ton of them. They're like wood cups.
Okay.
And they're like wood bowls that you just see people using them to just like scoop wine straight out of the fountain and just drink.
Rasper walks up and takes 2 bowls. And dunks one in the wine and then dunks the other in the wine. And starts just at it. Maybe actually he hands the other one to Jamie.
Christine, I think Rasper's going to die tonight.
Does it taste any different than other sherry wine?
It's not as... It's certainly... Like, Griffin Rose is certainly a higher quality. This is definitely an expertly made wine. I'm sure they have casks in the back that are glorious, but, I mean, this wine is
This is the garbage good
great.
wine.
Yeah.
This is like...
Right. Well, Rasper can tell the difference between a $5 wine and a $10 wine. That's it. So he's like... This is good.
He's already pretty 3 sheets anyway. So.
He was sipping.
He was sipping. Yeah.
Jamie was not.
Yeah, Jamie's trying to pour the wine on, and then it runs down his mask. He's like, "It's not working."
Young Z says to Val after hearing the Rasper's going to die tonight. She says, "Don't worry. The clerics are actually they're partly here to heal those who get into too much trouble."
Good. Well, at least maybe you won't sleep in my hallway tonight then. Or other things.
Are you close enough for me to
Val
hear
looks
this?
nervously at some of the other things that are going on.
Other things. He has a second flashback.
Yeah, this one is much more traumatic than the first one.
Boy. Is there... Who is near the fountain? Are there anyone...
It's a big...
Is it pretty packed?
Yeah, it's pretty packed. Oh. There's lots of people. Like, you're just... Like, think of it like a music festival.
Oh, great. Okay, so Rasper just, like, he's drinking. He makes small talk to the guy next to him. Yeah, I hear you can fight anyone.
He says, well, of course, if you're into that kind of thing.
Huh, yeah, I guess I am. And then he sucker punches him in the face.
Alright, do it.
Oh, my God. 19.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, deal some damage.
All right. It's only a 4. It's only...
Plus your strength.
Plus my strength. 4. Not 9 damage.
You just killed
You
that
just
guy.
knock... You're dealing non-lethal.
Not lethal.
You just knock him out cold. I
go boom, and then I look up, I look back at Jamie, and I just smile slowly. It's a creepy smile that you rarely see on Rasper.
Jimmy gives.
This is gonna be a good night.
After you knock that guy out, someone goes, "Hey, you just knocked that guy out!" And then he turns around and punches some other guy, and he hits him for only 3 damage.
So those guys are fist
I
fighting.
take it like a small scuffle starts.
A small brawl has now started.
Rasper grabs Jamie and says, "Yeah, I'll show you who to punch." And we both drag into a
All right, great.
little scuffle.
Jamie, make an attack roll. I'll make one against you.
All right, making an attack roll. Ooh, that's a not unnatural 20.
Okay. Yeah, you punch a dude. And then he punches you back.
And you deal a whole...
I do a whole...
1, 2,
You suck it, dude.
You don't roll. You don't roll.
No, you don't
get
roll.
1.
You're 1.
You get 1 plus strength mod.
3.
Okay.
3 damage.
Oh, you have a pretty good
That's
strength.
not too bad.
2 strength?
2 strength.
You punch him, and then he punches you, and he hits you in your mask. He goes, "Ah!" And you see a cleric. Are you guys wearing your armor and things?
I think we are.
But we went directly from
from
Okay.
Tiny
Fortress.
Town, and then it was like,
Moonberries.
oh, Moonberries, and we're like, okay.
A cleric comes up to you guys and says, "Hey, I'm really sorry to do this to you guys, but actually we don't allow weapons and armor inside the Vinodrome. This is a safe place."
As a brawl is going on,
Okay. And Jasper just takes it off and gives it to him. Keep it safe.
He says, "Thank you. We'll put it. We'll put it in the back."
yeah, Jamie does the same, but he sleight of hands his knot of steel into his pockets.
Okay.
I'll roll for that if you want.
Are weapons?
Yes, please.
Does it make it clear that weapons aren't allowed in the whole stadium, or aren't allowed?
Sleight of hand.
I mean, it's in the city. It's a gray area, but certainly in here, there's no weapons.
Sounds like Jamie failed his sleight of hand.
But
Remarkably, I drop them on the ground and they make clang, 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 clang.
She says, "Oh, I got him."
Thank you. Yes, I dropped them. I'm so clumsy. Ha, ha, ha.
I take it that weapon stowage would be a common thing in this kind of area then. Yeah.
Like a coat check.
Yeah.
And she
Coach
said your base armor.
No, this is an aesthetic piece. This is not armor.
She looks at the guy whose hand is bleeding, and she just cantrip heals it for 1 hit point, and she says, "Sir, please, we do have rules."
Jamie looks at Rasper.
Rasper just shrugs and then punches another guy.
Jamie looks at Christine.
Sure.
Give her the mask.
Sure.
Surely, ma'am.
You know what Christine's answer is.
Alright, fine. He bends it, he goes, and then as he comes up, his hair is coming up, and it looks and he hands it, but then he puts his cloak over his hair.
She says, "Thank you very much, sir."
I'm going to get that back.
She says, "Absolutely, you will. Ma'am, if you'll come with me, we'll help you get out of your armor."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's gonna go with her.
Great.
We're going to get kidnapped again. This is going to be horrible.
Your coat's up on. You have a breastplate.
No weapons here, just
Breastplate's
sticks and
easy,
bullywug
breastplate's
plushes.
And excellent. So now the party can commence.
Great. Once the fighting dies down after a few minutes, Rasper starts to make buddies with the people he was stalking in the way he can.
You guys start to sing drunken boozy songs.
Great.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a...
Sure.
I've got friends.
I assume it's just Ocean Line again.
I was gonna say you sing some other songs, some other body songs, but then one guy does teach you a particularly dirty lyrical change. Cherry wine.
Fantastic.
That makes even Rasper a little uncomfortable.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
Whoa.
I don't know about that. I don't even know if that could be done.
I know the first line of the chorus can certainly be changed.
Let's.
Let's not.
Unless we're going to actually go into what the lyric is, let's drop it.
Great.
Your water's wide and flowing. We can't think of a lyrical change.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Too far, Pamela. Too far.
Steven started it. Yes, you did.
Doesn't matter.
So anyway, so he teaches you some new lyrics, and Clarion doesn't like them.
This is a song about honor and loving a righteous woman.
Young Z and Clarion, they sit whining, and Gungu says, "Do you remember when we used to come here?"
I do. I remember carrying a token of yours into the rock bar competition.
Oh, did you say the
Rock bar.
rock bar?
Rock bar.
What is the rock bar
What is the rock
competition?
bar?
So in the giant arena, it's circular shaped, and everyone starts with their drink of. It's surrounded by tables, and then there is a bowl, and you have to down your bowl, and then turn around and run to the center of the arena, where there is a ball, and you have to get the ball from the center of the arena back to your bowl.
Rock bar?
Rock bar. It's like a rock, actually. It's not really a ball, but
What's it called? Rock bar.
I don't know.
It's a Morayish thing.
Oh, weird.
Here we call it steal the bacon.
Okay.
Yes, I do remember that. That's why I forgot. That's why I forgot it. Of course, yes. Did you win? I took it from a guy who was about to win. Hey, whatever works. And she takes another drink of her wine. Val, it looks like you're not enjoying yourself.
Huh? Oh, no. I'm just kind of watching. This is very human.
There are some elves there, but they
Yeah.
seem like weird elves. Like this is their life.
They're social
passion.
deviants, yeah.
Like each elf has a life's passion.
Yeah,
This is these guys' life's passion.
yeah. Their names are just long strings of types of alcohol. It's yeah.
Absinthius, Rumarius,
Yes,
Tequilarius.
that's the crowd.
Hilarious.
He's a particularly bad one.
He's always on the floor.
Yeah, this is very interesting. I'm kind of enjoying letting everybody else have their time. It feels like it's been a lot about me since we got here.
Well, you were elected king of the Moonberry Festival.
Indeed, I was.
What's
Val
Chris-
takes a little bowl and takes a small amount of wine and just sips it very lightly. Makes a face.
What's Christine up to?
Christine is also drinking. She's reached for the highest part of the wine fountain. She doesn't want to dip it into the bath portion. And
Smart.
yeah.
You take a sip, and then a guy comes out of the top part.
She dumps it back into the bath. And she's just listening to conversation and interjecting. Okay. Ooh. Is it perception?
Yes.
18.
You 18. Great. You start to hear you hear like some commotion going on at the far end. It sounds like a fight, which wouldn't be uncommon. But then you kind of look over in that direction and you see some like blood fly into the air. But then the instead of just splattering, the blood kind of like collects and then comes back down like a sword, or like a whip. And you see like some commotion come from the far end.
I'm gonna make my way through the crowd.
Okay.
As kind of like stealthily. and just to try to get closer as to what's going on.
Excellent. Great. Give me a stealth check. You have advantage because there's so much shit going on.
Oh.
You.
9.
Okay. So you're like jostled around. You're not being very stealthy. People are. You're like having to push through people. You come to an area and you can see that from the coast, from the coastal side, there's been a couple of like small skips that have landed in the Vinodrome, and you can see that there's several groups of elves in red tabards that and red cloaks that are attacking some people, and they're dragging them back to the boats like they're just coming in kidnapping people. They're elves, elves in cloaks, long pointy ears. There's you can see that there's maybe 5 or 6 of them right here. Yes, and you can see that they're doing some kind of magic, and they have like long trails of blood that are running down their arms.
Okay. First, I'm gonna go back and find Vel.
Okay.
Since you are the only person here who can really attack, I'm gonna need your help real fast.
Attack?
There are some elves on the coast who are kidnapping people.
What?
Follow me. I'm gonna run and also grab Rasper.
Rasper's pretty drunk at this point. He's like, Jamie, I'm an inventor. Look at me. He's like, he doesn't have bowls anymore, and he dips both arms in his fountain, and he goes,
Look,
no balls.
His arm hair.
I'm a genius.
He's
He's sucking them off his clothes.
Jamie's in the fountain, like making snow angels in the wine fountain.
Okay.
This is what you come upon as you walk up.
Never mind. No.
Okay.
Rasper, are you still looking for that fight?
What? Yeah. Fight?
Follow me.
All right.
I
looked at Jamie. What is he doing?
He's making snow angels in the wine fountain.
All right, come on. We gotta fight. We gotta fight.
And says, "Oh, it's good to see Christine is finally taking to this place. She's finally getting some of the spirit."
It seems like they're getting along now.
So Jamie is head to toe stained wine, right?
Oh yeah, I'm
and
sopping.
Rasper's top torso is just dripping with wine. And as her boots and
Okay.
How engrossed are Clarion and Youngzy? Are they?
We're not overthrowing it.
No,
No. I mean, like, are you guys like just totally in your own world together?
She was observing you just now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're
So,
good.
Clarion, can I tell you away for a second?
Anything you can say to me, you can say in front of Youngs.
There are a bunch of elves kidnapping people.
I need to go.
I understand. I'll come with you.
Okay, just don't get kidnapped. And I'm gonna make.
Roll her ass.
Yeah, let's worry about.
I understand the Youngzy. I understand the irony of those words.
Yeah.
All right, we're going.
So I guess go to where the elves are.
great.
And see.
So we're being pulled over there.
Mm-hmm.
Great. You guys are running over.
You said there are 5 of them?
Yes, but you can see that maybe there's some other people. There's starting to be kind of larger spread panic setting in.
Okay.
And the feel-good vibes of the party are starting. The party. I got confused by the second version of the word party, the one I don't usually use in D&D. The good vibes of the party have diminished, and now people especially on the far end of the Vinodrome where you're going, are starting to panic.
Okay. Youngzy, I need you to actually go to the clerics and request us to get our weapons back. There's not going to be time to don armor. We need to get as many people to safety as possible and stop these guys.
She said, okay, but how am I going to convince them? I'll think of something. I'll be right back.
Great.
As this conversation, Vel has kept going now that he's seen this thing. They're clearly elves, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Val walks over and in Elvish, so like, stop! What are you doing? What's going on?
They kind of turn at you, and they one of them who you're talking to looks into your eyes. He looks back at you, and he says, "Stand down, fool! You don't know what you're meddling with here.
Obviously, but that doesn't mean I don't want it to stop.
Try and stop me." And he shoots some of his own blood out of his veins.
Ew.
That comes at you like some daggers. 8.
That's a miss.
Okay, tell me how it misses.
Okay. Actually, they're gonna kind of come at Vel, and he's just gonna like step to the side of one, and the other one he's just gonna kind of like flick a finger at, and it's gonna just turn back into blood and hit his coat, and he's gonna look really cross about it. That's gonna stain.
The elf looks at you really cross. Let's roll some initiatives.
Woo! Ooh.
17.
16.
19.
12.
11.
Wow, we're all in double digits.
I'm sorry, what was
12.
it? 12.
16.
Man,
And Pamela, I'm sorry.
17.
we haven't rested
Great.
since last time, so I don't have any of my spell slots back. What about that?
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
We've had a short rest, though.
You and I are still exhausted.
Yeah,
You get your spell.
I used Arcane Restoration in the short rest we took in the ruins, though, so I don't get any more back.
Uh-oh. All right.
I've got some, but
Not enough.
probably not.
I got mine back, though.
Man.
Rasper, you're up first.
Rasper, fighting exhaustion. I guess he hasn't really heard. He's been talking in Elfish, so he doesn't really know what's going on.
No, but he did see a guy shoot blood daggers at Vel.
Yeah.
Great. That's all he needs. He stumbles a couple times, thinking that it's actually just fun fighting still. And he socks the guy with a good, or he tries for a good left hook.
Great. And now you are still, you're not disadvantaged on these attack rolls.
Right.
So
It's just
cinematically in my head, what happens here is this guy and Vel are like facing off, and he throws the stuff at Vel, and that happens, and the guy's like going, "How dare you!" And then Rasper just comes from out of frame.
Ooh,
natty.
natural one.
Natty one.
Maybe
Okay.
not.
You know what though? I'll use my.
That's only on damage rolls.
But I'll use my action surge
Oh.
Okay.
to try for a tackle.
Okay.
So
Great.
he swings and then he gets
There we
a
go.
24.
Wonderful. You run at him, and he just kind of puts up a shield of blood that Rasper runs into. Goes into, but in doing so, he just grabs the guy and takes him down the floor. Guy gets the wind knocked out of him as he hits the ground.
And I get a bonus action. Oh no, sorry, that's for melee. So never mind.
Yeah.
Great.
Never mind.
Christine.
Great. Is there another one close by?
Yes. They're all bunched up. Let's say that there's 3 of them that are just sort of attacking the crowd randomly. There's a couple people who have been killed on the floor. And you can see that 2. So there's 3 that are like combatants. One of them who Rasper has. There's 2 more that are like dragging people towards the boats.
I'm going to try and grab one of the people who's dragging someone to let them to have the other person be escaped. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What do you want to make strength?
What are you trying to do? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to basically tackle the guy and have him let go of the person he's dragging.
Oh, great. Yeah, it's an opposed strength check.
Okay. So 18.
2.
19. Sorry.
Tell me what it looks like.
So he's dragging the person back, and I just like run. I just clothesline him, and I just bring him down to the ground. He lets go of the.
He drops the guy, and you're grappling now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have him down on the ground. You guys are wrestling together. You don't have him pinned. But you guys are wrestling on the floor.
Quick question: does a grapple take a full turn, or is it just one attack action?
Initiating grapple is an action.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't take my second attack action.
No, it's not an attack action.
Okay, it's just okay.
Yes, it's an action.
Never done it before.
Yeah, Rasper's a little different because he has Tavern Brawler,
Right.
which means he gets a bonus grapple action when he succeeds in an attack.
In theory, I could have had 2 punches with an
Jamie,
extra attack. but-
Jamie, there's a second guy dragging a guy.
Yes.
Right? Instead of trying to tackle the guy dragging the guy, he's going to kind of grab a hold of the rope. A rope or...
He's just got him. He's just grabbing on the dude.
Oh, I thought he was like... Yeah. He's going to grab onto the dude's legs. The drag dude's legs.
Perfect. Strength check. Disadvantage, remember, because you are still exhausted.
You tug of warring with a person?
Aww.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, I am. I have a bad habit of getting disadvantaged by Josh's choices.
You chose not to go with Young Z.
Sure I did. I didn't expect Josh to bring home a floozy. 18 strength check.
Oh, great. Yeah, 9. So you managed to arrest the guy's legs. Ooh, he falls to the ground, and the guy looks at you, and he bars his teeth, and black dripping ooze comes out of his mouth.
Jamie does the same, but with green light and shit coming out of his face holes.
He doesn't have his mask.
I know.
Oh, face holes.
His
so
eyes.
His eyes.
And there's a glow in the mouth.
Okay, literally all the holes on his face.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Creepy. It was me, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Is there still one person being drug away, or
no?
Okay. So let's see. Christine's got one pinned. Rasper's got one pinned. So there's 3 more guys up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The closest guy to me, I'm going to really quick. I'm gonna take out let's say a little rubber band thing, and I'm gonna put it between 2 fingers and kind of take this and go twang at him. And one of those cups that was sitting discarded on the ground is going to fly and try and knock a guy in the head with a catapult.
Oh, this catapult.
So that's going to be a 21 to attack.
Yes. All
right. So that's going to collide to his head, and the bull and the guy are going to take 3d8 damage. It throws it pretty fast.
That's really fast.
Yeah. So that's 12 damage. As the cup shatters on his head.
And he falls down to the ground, and he's out cold. There's still 4 up. We'll start with the 2 that are grappled. They're actually going to, as you sort of pin them, Rasper, the guy that you have pinned, looks at me and he goes, and the blood out of his wounds starts to seep up onto you and actually starts to constrict you.
Ooh.
Blood magic.
21?
Oh, yeah.
For just 2 damage.
Oh.
2 bludgeoning damage as you're started to be constricted by his blood. Christine, this guy's gonna try to take control of the grapple and pin you.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear as he does, he says, "Axacath, give me strength." 12 damage. Or no, 12. Excuse me, strength. You make an opposing strength.
Okay.
12.
So it stays the same.
Yeah, I guess I don't overcome it. So, he calls for Axacath to give him strength, and then he goes, but you are still wrestling. No one's able to get a firm control over the grapple. The remaining 2 guys that are then up, because one guy got bowled, the one who's looking at Jamie is going to fling some blood out of his own arms. He like takes his arms back, and he actually has some like wounds on his shoulders too that he's gonna like whip the blood around as it becomes spears to try to stab you in your face holes. 21.
Holy crap!
Come on,
Face hole
fire
stabbed.
9 damage.
Holy moly! Okay. All right.
Your face is covered in blood.
Okay.
Huh?
Val. No, excuse me. Excuse me. There's one more guy, and he's gonna shoot. Claron, you are. Did I skip you?
I was at 11, so I don't know.
Yes, Claron, go. What was
Do I still have my loot? I figured that would.
Yes. Oh, loots are absolutely allowed.
That's what I thought. I mean,
They're encouraged.
perfect. Your girly laugh isn't gonna help you here, and I viciously mock the girly laugh guy.
Ouch.
And lend Rasper strength. He needs all the help he can get.
Ooh.
Wisdom saving throw.
9.
So he takes 2d4 damage, and you have disadvantage on the next attack roll, and that is 4 points of damage.
Okay. Great. So yeah, you see that it like shakes him. Your insult.
It's not girly.
It's not girly.
It's sinister.
It's crazy and very disturbing. He's visibly shaken. The last guy then, this is not the guy who you mocked. So the last remaining guy who has yet to act is going to run up at you and sort of like cut himself as he is, to then thrust a pointy
Out of
blood.
his wrist.
Yeah.
What the heck?
17.
Yeah.
Ooh. These guys are like turning out to be way more threatening than they are, because I'm rolling like a badass. And I took your armor.
Yeah.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Your AC's
And
not
my
bad
weapons.
anymore.
It's 15, I think.
We're back at the top with Rasper.
Great. So Rasper doesn't realize that he's in danger. He still thinks that they're having fun. And when the guy laughs, he says, "Aha! I like a man who likes a good fight," as he headbutts him. He's still grappled. So he headbutts the guy. Whack!
This is an unarmed attack.
13. Unarmed attack, yeah. 13, 5, 6, 18.
18 hits.
Great. Yeah, I'm treating it like an unarmed attack. For 6 damage. And he headbutts him again. For another 18.
Yep.
For 9 damage.
Yeah, your first one, the guy looks really woozy. The second one, you knock him out.
Great. Right before he passes out, the constricting squeezes just a little bit too much wine at Rasper, and Rasper barfs all over his face. As he gets up and pushes the guy off of him. And that's it.
So
Wonderful. Christy.
Okay, so I'm going to I have this guy grappled. I'm gonna take his head and just like bash it against the
Okay. Unarmed attack.
Yeah.
5 versus 10. Oh, sorry.
19.
19 hits.
Do you want me to use
Disengage
a
action.
4 or
No, you do 1 plus your strength mod.
by bashing his head against the stone
Yes,
floor?
it's an unarmed attack.
That's just the rule.
That's just what it is.
Okay. Well, 5.
Great. You bash him and it deals some good damage to him.
Mhm.
It looks like it might knock him out if you do another one.
Great. I do another one then. 9.
9, you try to grab him, but he is able to resist.
Okay. Action surge. 21.
Yes.
So 5 more damage.
He thought he had you, and then you knock him out again. And he goes out.
Okay.
You see, as this is happening, and Jamie, you're gonna be up after this. Your face still covered in blood. You see Young Z run up. She just has like some weapons in her hands. They don't look like your weapons, but you can see she's being followed by a couple more of these red-robed elves. They're chasing after her, and she goes, "All right, take your pick." And she like dumps them on the floor. There's a couple of long swords. There's a short sword and a dagger that she just kind of like.
None of them are ours, though?
No, she just kind of grabbed them.
Great.
Speedy Gonzalez.
I'm gonna grab a longsword when I can.
Okay, Jamie's up.
Jamie's up. Jamie's going to infer that these guys can do some bad mojo with blood. Thusly, he's going to.
That's an accurate descriptor for.
Jamie's on point tonight.
Yeah, he's
he's thinking.
Man.
He has that drunk focus, you know. Like he's going. We're on the shore, right?
Water's edge, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You said they were coming out of
Yes,
boats.
they're coming out of boats.
Okay.
You guys are at the shore.
He's going to kind of duck down and kind of like take some of the water and kind of wash off his face as much as he can, get all the blood off. And then as he looks up, his eyes are going to start like glowing like really green as he casts Jamie's hideous laughter on this guy who is staring in front of me. So you are going to do
Is there a guy standing in front of him?
Yeah, the guy who speared.
No, he got bold.
Is that the bold guy?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought the bold guy was third guy.
I lost track of how many.
There were 5
Christine
total.
and Rasper have 1.
Yes, and they're both out.
Yes, they're both out now.
Yeah.
One guy got bold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, 2 are out. 1 got bold.
One's in Clarion's face, and I guess the other one is in Jamie's.
Yeah, so one's in Clarion's, one's in Jamie's face.
Okay.
Did one of those 2 get bold?
I think I bowled a third guy.
Yeah.
It was number 3.
Yeah, there were 5 total guys. 3 of them.
So I think then Clarion, when you vicious mockeried him, he should have gone down because Bell had already bowled him.
Okay.
Oh, you said the bull knocked the guy out.
Oh, it did. It did knock him out cold. That was the first. There's more. More showed up.
This is why we should use
There's more. There's more. More showed up.
Okay.
Normally we do this fine. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't make them unique enough.
Well, I guess it was more of you're like, oh, there's like 5 or 6 guys. Like you didn't have a definitive number.
Another one came out of the woodwork.
Cool.
Okay.
Out of the boat.
Okay.
All right.
There's always another good.
That guy, the guy who just showed up, late guy.
Goon number 6.
Goon number 6. He's getting some hideous laughter in his brain. He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw.
First, you wash the guy who just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
You wash your you wash your face off, and you turn to look at this guy, and he looks in your direction, and as your eyes sort of focus as you open them back up, you notice that this elf has a light beard, and he looks at you, and you recognize him, and he says, "Jamie, my son." End of season.
Oh.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
Okay.
So that's it.
That's
We're gonna end on.
end of season 2.
So now I get to make a note. No armor. Oh my god. Okay, so
Let's open it up. Questions, comments, concerns.
without armor, Christine is a pincushion.
This is true. She's a
Like 10 points of AC less pincushion.
You have a negative dexterity modifier.
I know it's not negative anymore.
Oh, that's right. You put points.
It's just
in.
0.
I have a comment. I feel like we need like a bigger reaction for that twist. All right. Everyone.
All right, yeah,
Okay,
let's redo that moment again. All right, so I go down, I wash off.
Why are we redoing this also?
I don't know.
Because we need a bigger reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
It
so
was very
I
anticlimactic.
go down, I wash the blood off my face, and I come up.
And you recognize your father, and he looks at you and he says, "Jamie, my son."
What?
Oh!
What?
I felt really forced.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, it was worse.
Can we do it one more time? Can we
forced
do
it.
it genuine this time? Can we not force it this last time?
The first one was genuine.
Yeah, the first one was
time
genuine. Come on.
Legitimate comment.
All right.
Legitimate comment. I thought we were a little lost in the beginning, just because we didn't know.
We've been off for 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, and it's not so much that. Like, I thought our energy levels were good, but it was like let's go do the.
It was kind of weird. We weren't really sure what we wanted to do or where we were going because
or what you wanted us to do.
You didn't have great. I didn't give you guys great motivation this episode, and the truth is because we're kind of at a weird.
Yeah.
There's certainly going to be some interesting stuff when we come back. But this episode was supposed to be this episode was supposed to start with the fairy fight from last episode,
right?
But we moved through it so quick that then this one it was kind of like a little bit of it was supposed to be like fairy fight, and then we have some town time with this cliffhanger like really short,
right?
But instead like this got built into a weird thing, so it was weirdly paced. That happens.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I don't
know. It was really fun. I mean, there's some pacing stuff, but
I always have fun.
But it was like a little bit of town time, and then like combat at the very end, kind of like tied that bit together. It was kind of fun. Yeah.
Way to motivate me getting my mask off so that my dad knows what I look like.
Oh,
you brilliant son of a
what
bitch!
A smug smile.
Oh.
Yeah. Because it would be kind of bad if I still have my mask on. It was like, Jamie, my son.
No, always thinking.
Yeah, you're smart.
Always thinking. Had to work hard on that last couple episodes.
When do we start season 3?
Well,
when will the episode of season 3 be coming up? Do we know?
Late April. We got to figure out what the exact date is.
Yeah, it was like May. Yeah, May 4th. I think it was. 4th. Yeah.
May. Okay.
Be with you.
May the 4th.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong one.
Did you just do?
No, I did not. Shut up, Pamela.
Did you just cross universes?
No, I didn't.
So it'll be a few weeks.
Is there gonna be a time jump, or are we like starting like right?
No,
like,
we're
right?
No, we're gonna.
There's no time.
It's like, he's the pals now because it's been 18 months and they all been hanging on the boat.
Jump. This is the opposite of the time jump.
We actually set a sitcom in the between seasons.
Yeah.
Jamie, I'm home. Woo! That'll be our cold open for the first episode back as a sitcom. Set it up. So I believe May 1st, but don't quote me on that. May 4th, excuse me, the first Monday, but don't quote me on that.
I don't feel bad about this episode because I feel like a lot of shows, particularly in like say Game of Thrones, they have like a big moment in like the episode before the last episode of the season, and then the last episode is more like falling action.
Sure.
So I kind of liked like how last episode we had like a big cool fight, and then here's some falling action and some sort of like but then also has like some stuff for next season.
Yeah,
I like that.
Other thoughts?
No,
I had a lot of fun.
That was fun.
That was the end of the season of love.
It was. Say goodbye to the season of love. Very, very different theme working with next season.
Season of pain.
No.
Season of spoons.
Season of
Season of spoons.
Next month is the month of spoons.
Rasper swaps out all of his butter knives for spoons.
He has one butter knife.
Oh, okay. I
Spoons are closer.
One silver butter knife.
Yes, they're tiny shovels.
He'll kill a man with a spoon at some point. You just wait.
If there's nothing else, then thanks everyone for watching. It's been a great season. Sorry we went out on maybe not as big of a note, but I promise it'll be a big deal later. Watch Threshold Moonlight. Today's episode was kind of a culmination of working with them in a lot of ways. That's been a lot of fun, and we have some exciting stuff coming down the pipeline with them too. And so check them out. There's Cold Iron War stuff too. Check those guys out. There's maybe even some new campaigns starting up by the time this airs. If you want to run a campaign, we have a subreddit now, so hopefully we can get people there to kind of coordinate for maybe some of you who want to run Roll20 games in the Threshold universe and some who want to play. We can maybe meet you guys together we can use that subreddit. It's DnDThreshold is the subreddit. So check us out there. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe. And we'll have, I guess, we'll probably do a big round table when we have a bit more time, because it's getting late now. So thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you in a couple